Usually we're going to see the stars step up, but the interesting thing is, guys, on the Warriors side, we've seen how many times Draymond not put up big points but have the other numbers. Tonight, Karan, it was Rondo. 10 rebounds, 21 assists, franchise playoff high, playoff career high for him. Take us through what you saw from the ball movement and the way he kind of carried this team offensively, facilitating.
Hey, you touched on it right there. You know, facilitating. You did an excellent job of just bringing the ball up the court, as you can see right here. You know, Morris coming off the pin down, understanding that Rondo is going to find him. And when you work harder to get open when you know that you're really going to get a legit opportunity from a guy. Once again, Rondo in the pick and roll. Anthony Davis did his job. Took a lot of guys with him. They suck in. Hill is at the three-point line, ready for his opportunity. Find the seams, follow through with the ball. And then once again, Morris coming off the pin down wide, given enough real estate, contact right there. Easy too. And it all starts with the floor general, the point guard, and Rondo. You know, he's doing an excellent job of just putting them in situations where all they have to do is just complete the play.
Yeah, it's almost like watching, like I think of like a running back, like a Le'Veon Bell, with sometimes the patience and the vision at the same time. You saw him just kind of hanging around and waiting, Grant. I mean, I don't know if the defense wants to, in Game 4, necessarily give him that much time to dissect them the way that he was tonight.
He was, you know, he was very patient, Casey. And it's interesting. He's not known for his shooting. He didn't shoot the ball well tonight. But people give him so much space. And it really allows him to survey what's happening on the court.
Absolutely.
And he's always got his heads up. He's always looking around. And, Karan, you made a great point. When you know you have a point guard who is unselfish and is looking for you, you're going to be aggressive. You're going to cut hard. You're going to set screens. You're going to work to get open. And when you have Moore and Mirotic and, of course, Holiday and Davis playing well and having that kind of rhythm collectively with that guy, that point guard, that quarterback out there finding them, it just feeds that team. And how he's played, I mean, we call him Playoff Rondo, and what he's done historically, but also this year is remarkable. But I love him in that position. It frees up Holiday. Holiday can be aggressive. Obviously, he's healthy. And when Rondo's just, you know, I think you got to give him in space. You got to make him uncomfortable, which goes against what a lot of people would do because he's not a great shooter. I think it plays into his hands when you give him that kind of space.
Yeah, I mean, he was sitting at the top of the key basically just waiting for guys to come off screens, like a quarterback almost assessing an offense. I want to ask you about, we talked about in the pregame, guys, with AD and Drew Holiday, you've got two guys. Somebody else had to step up. I don't think we had Ian Clark necessarily on the list. But, Karan, aren't these the kind of things that need to happen if you're going to beat a more talented team than you are? Maybe a Clark here. Maybe in Game 4 it's a Mirotic. Clark 7 of 11, 18 points off the bench.
You really don't know what the defensive scheme or game plan is going to be for the opposing team. The Warriors probably went in there and said, okay, look, if Hill or Clark or Moore make these shots, we can live with that. And that's exactly what happened. They had the opportunities. Rondo probably had talked to him in film session, which he is. Like, look, it may be your night, it may be your night, maybe all you guys' night. But you have to be ready for the opportunity when it comes to you. Don't second guess yourself. Shoot the ball, shoot it on cue, and have confidence, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, especially fun when you get to do it against your former team, I'm sure. Let's get to the Warriors side of it because it's not as much fun. So, Grant, I turn to you. We always talk about this switch that teams turn. I don't think you want to see a team that's the defending champs, that's playing at that kind of level, kind of go up a stinker. I mean, look, they were never in this game at any point.
You know, they never were. And obviously you have to credit the Pelicans for that. And, you know, you think Game 2 was actually a close game. It was a pretty good game, and the Pelicans played well and maybe gained some confidence from that. But, yeah, Golden State just kind of came out, just didn't have that sense of urgency. When you're on the road in the playoffs, you have to, you know, from the start, you have to come out and play. You have to expect a reaction in that Game 3, first game in their building. The crowd's going to be into it. Golden State, a seasoned team, an experienced team, a championship team, just didn't have that championship, you know, effort, if you will, from the start of the game, and never really could get it going. Even with Clay, you know, getting hot there and getting them back into the game there in the second quarter, you know, it's just they never seemed like they were in it. And look, I think they're a good enough team where they will bounce back. They'll learn from this. They'll have a little bit more force, if you will, in Game 4. But tonight, they just look like they had too much gumbo.
I mean, look, there's Clay. We caught that late in the fourth quarter, yawning. Steph frowning. I mean, that's not a good look.
And that gumbo will do it to you, man.
And here's where, look, well, look.
Popeye's chicken, man. They get tired, man.
Hey, look, in retirement, there's a big yawn from Clay.
Oh, man.
Everyone who's up, Draymond, thinking about, I don't know what.